Everyone, welcome back. I'm Ruben Torrens, and after more than 4 months of inactivity, of not uploading videos, I'm recording my first video from Spain. What happens is that the move to Spain was more work than anticipated, and therefore time consuming. So that was one reason why I couldn't record any videos. And secondly, 2 months ago, I got to Spain finally, and I discovered that this is a lot more fun than anticipated, therefore time consuming. So I couldn't record videos. This is a place where for every 100 meters of real estate that you walk through bars, restaurants, and coffee shops, and a place where a beer or a glass of wine costs anywhere from $3 to $5 Canadian, depending the time of the day, if it's happy hour or not. When you have all those components plus a beautiful winter time, because here we're in winter as well, but right now I'm recording this video on the balcony on the new apartment that I have. It is really difficult to concentrate in RRSPs and taxation. So fun takes a kind of a first place. And actually, before jumping into RRSPs and taxation, I like to share with you a couple of video clips just to show you what I'm living now. And later on in future videos, I will record or I will talk about the stuff, how to retire in Spain, the cost of living, and so on and so forth. But let me show you what I'm living now, the area where I'm living now, and how does it look like in the middle of winter. This is actually a short clip that I did at 360 degree of the place where I'm living. It's right across the beach. This video was recorded a week ago. And as you can see, it's very sunny. It's sunny most of the time here and pretty warm, although the middle of winter, but every day temperature are around between 50 and 20 degrees Celsius. Uh, in the area where I'm living, I have everything besides the beach. I go downstairs and I have a major supermarket, a clinic, drugstore, boutiques, coffee shops, restaurants, and bars. So it's pretty active and really, really nice and neat. And this other video that I'm going to this was recorded last Sunday, actually. It's only a 15-20 minute drive up the mountain. Beautiful towns up there. All the same, it's constant. These people, they love restaurants and bars and they love to have fun. And the view are magnificent, like you can see all the way down to the sea. And it's amazing, guys. This is the reason why I was traveling, I was moving around and not recording videos. But let's jump into what we need to talk about. So first I show you where I'm spending my RRSP and TFSA money. Now I will show you the difference between the two because actually we're heading into the RRSP season and you will be bombarded with RRSP information. And and every time you go to the bank, everybody will try to sell you an RRSP. As a matter of fact, I just bumped last week into a very, very good article about RRSP and how you should manage all this. I will share that with you. I will include the link on the description of the video, just below the video. Don't miss that because this is a great article. So and the article points at the end the fact that besides deciding how much you will invest into your RRSP or your TFSA per se, you should decide how your lifetime is going to look like at retirement, how much money you need, how much your retirement will cost. This is the reason why in future videos I will show how to retire in places like Spain because I'm becoming very knowledgeable about moving to Spain. Eventually, I did it myself. And, uh, and it's so important, critically important, to decide how much your retirement will cost and take it from there and then decide if RRSPs or TFSA are the better tool for you or a combination of both. Today, I will touch on the difference between RRSP and TFSA and what do they do for you? How do they integrate with your pension money later on when you retire? And we're going to do this. However, this is for those that do not have an employer pension, because if you do have an employer pension, your situation will be different. This is why it doesn't, there is no one size that fits all. So you need to run your own plan, and you can go to www.pensionbooster.ca, where I have calculators that you can calculate your own pension, and you can always reach out to me. My contact information will be also under the video on the description of this video. But let's see what happens with the combination of RRSP TFSA. What's the difference between the two? I will assume here that this person deposits either $10,000 in RRSPs every year for 20 years at a 6% return on investment, will earn 6% interest every year, or will earn $10,000 and pay 30% tax, an average tax in Canada about 30%, and end up with $7,000 to deposit in TFSA, because TFSA is money after taxes, non-taxable money. And what I will show you here is that, well, if this person deposits $10,000 in RRSPs every year for 20 years, and the return on investment is 6% per year, the future value, the FV here stands for future value, will have accumulated $367,000, but this is 20 years down the road. So if we have a 3% inflation every year in today's dollars, that 367,000 will be $203,000. And if at retirement, let's assume that this person saved this in the last 20 years and now retiring and decides to withdraw 5% every year, will be able to withdraw $10,000 per year or $848 per month. If instead of depositing $10,000 in RSPs, decides to go the TFSA way and deposit only $7,000 in TFSA for the same 20 years at the same return on investment, while the future value in 20 years down the road will be $257,000. So, and again, if we had 3% inflation, and let's assume this happens 20 years ago, and for the last 20 years we had 3% inflation, today would have $142,000. This is the present value, the value today. So if decides to withdraw the same 5% every year, we'll have only $7,000 per year or $594 per month. So clearly, with an RSP, we'll have $848 per month, more money than saving in TFSA. There is no doubt about that. The difference is the RRSP money is taxable and the TFSA money is non-taxable. So let's see what happens at retirement if the RRSP gets converted into a RIF and make the withdrawals from the RIF, and or has the TFSA and made the withdrawal from TFSA. Well, if this person happens to have today $800 per month from Canada Pension Plan, here we have the Canada Pension Plan, and maximizes all day security, $698. These are raised from September 2023 for all day security. It will have a guaranteed income supplement if it doesn't have any other thing. Like, remember, if you have an employer pension, that will change the whole picture. But if it doesn't have any other sources of income, it will receive a guaranteed income supplement, receiving a RIF of $57. But the guaranteed income supplement under the TFSA will be $485 per month. So if we add the RIF amount, the $848 that we have down here, okay, and well, eventually in the case of TFSA, there is nothing. But if opted out for TFSA instead of RRSP, we'll have $594. So we'll have a total monthly income, gross income of $2,405 per month if decide to save in RRSPs versus $2,578 if saving TFSA. However, there's a little bit of tax to be paid in the case of the RRSPs because the RIF is taxable money and the TFSA is non-taxable money. Here we have CPP, a taxable component, all the security, a taxable component, but the guaranteed income supplement is a non-taxable amount. So the RIF is a taxable amount and the TFSA is a non-taxable amount. Therefore, under the RIF column, by saving in RRSPs, you will have a tax liability of give or take $60 per month, when on the TFSA will have no tax payable. So this will make a net income on this retiree tax account every month of $2,345 if saved in RSP versus $2,578 if saved with TFSA. That's a $233 difference extra income every month by saving in TFSA, which comes to the $2,796 per year. Or if this person lives up to life expectancy in Canada, give or take, is age 85, so that means 20 years into retirement from age 65 to 85, will have get an extra 55,900, almost $56,000 more by saving in TFSA. And this is the great difference between the two. It's not a matter of how much money I will save, but what impact is going to have when I get to retirement. So we have to be careful with this. I'm not saying that saving in TFSA is better than saving in RRSPs. It's all depending on your personal situation. As I said before, if you happen to have an employer pension, everything is going to change. Or if you're a husband and wife, and one spouse has an employer pension and the other doesn't, or one spouse has maximum CPP and the other spouse doesn't, so that will change completely your situation. You need to do your own planning. If you have questions, you can always contact me at the information below the video, the descriptions of this video. For the first time, I will publish a telephone number. So if you decide to call me, make sure that you contemplate the time difference. I'm in Spain. I'm 6 hours ahead of Toronto, and I think 8 hours ahead of Alberta, and 9 hours ahead of Pacific time. So you have to contemplate that, but you can always leave me a message, drop me an email, or leave a comment under the video or the comment section. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, because on the next few videos, I will start giving you ideas of how to live in Spain. It's a lot cheaper than living in Canada, actually. And also how to move here, how real estate works here, and so on and so forth. There's lots of information about retirement, how to run an much more affordable retirement that is going to be coming on the next few videos. So up until then, thank you for watching, and I hope to hear from you soon, and I will see you very soon. Thank you.